All right, everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always up for a deep dive. Let's do it.
So today we're tackling a story that's honestly got my head spinning.
Oh, yeah. What's got you so riled up? Spill the tea.
It's about as wild as it gets in the tech world. We're talking about Brazil, Elon Musk, and a good old-fashioned internet ban.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Brazil banning what exactly?
Yeah, formerly Twitter, the whole shebang. Brazil's highest court basically dropped the hammer and ordered internet providers and app stores to pull the plug.
Wow. That's not messing around.
Yeah.
We've seen countries try to regulate big tech before, but a full-on ban, that's a whole other level.
Right. And here's the thing. It's not like some drawn-out legal battle. They gave these companies days to comply. Imagine the scramble going on behind the scenes.
I can only imagine the chaos. So what's the official reason behind this? What's the justification for such a drastic move?
The court says it's all about stopping the spread of misinformation, which honestly is a whole other can of worms. But to really understand this, we've got to talk about the driving forces behind it, and that's where things get, well, interesting, to put it mildly.
Interesting how. Give me the juicy details.
Because this is about way more than just some dry legal rulings. At the heart of this is a clash of the titans. Elon Musk, the self-proclaimed free speech absolutist, going head-to-head with Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes.
Okay, so we're not just talking about policy here, we're talking about personalities.
Exactly. And these two, let's just say, they are not afraid of a little public spat.
So this is more than just your average disagreement about regulations, then?
Oh, absolutely not. This is a full-on feud, playing out on the world stage with millions of users caught in the middle.
Okay, before we get to the users, set the stage for us. How does this feud even start?
Well, it's been simmering for a while now, but things really heated up when Moraes ordered the suspension of several accounts on X that were, let's just say, supportive of former President Bolsonaro. He basically accused them of using the platform to spread dangerous misinformation and undermine democracy, especially in the lead-up to the election.
And I'm guessing Musk, with his whole free speech absolutist thing, didn't take too kindly to that.
You got it. He basically accused Moraes of censorship and being anti-free speech. And he didn't stop there, even called Moraes an evil dictator at one point, which, yikes, talk about throwing fuel on the fire.
Yeah, not exactly a recipe for a productive dialogue.
Not even close. And the thing is, this isn't just some war of words. These are powerful people, and their actions have real-world consequences.
Right, like the ban. So what happens now to all the X users in Brazil?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And it's not just a hypothetical. We're talking about potentially 40 million users who are suddenly cut off from their primary source of news, information, and connection. Imagine waking up one morning and your entire online world just gone.
It's like that feeling when the Wi-Fi goes out, but on a national scale and with much higher stakes.
Exactly. And it really hits home how central these platforms have become to our lives, especially in a place like Brazil where X is hugely popular. This isn't just some abstract policy debate. It's impacting how people get their news, how they connect with friends and family, even how they participate in the political process.
It really highlights that tension between a global internet and national sovereignty. Can a single country really dictate what happens on a platform that's accessible worldwide? And what does it mean for the future of online freedom of expression?
It's a tough one. And honestly, there are no easy answers. On the one hand, you've got the whole free speech argument, the idea that people should be able to express themselves freely online, even if those ideas are unpopular or controversial. And, Musk isn't the only one who feels strongly about this. There are plenty of people, even outside of Brazil, who are concerned about the implications of this ban for free speech globally.
Right. But on the other hand, there's a very real danger of misinformation and the very real ways in which platforms like X can be used to manipulate public opinion, sow discord, and even incite violence. It's not just about protecting free speech, it's about protecting people from actual harm.
Which is the real dilemma, right? Because how do you balance those two things? How do you protect free speech while also protecting people from the very real dangers of misinformation and online abuse? It's a question that's going to become even more pressing as technology continues to evolve and the lines between the online and offline worlds become increasingly blurred.
It's the million-dollar question, and unfortunately, I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all answer. But I think this situation in Brazil is a huge wake-up call, both for tech companies and for governments, that we need to start having some serious conversations about how to navigate this new digital landscape. Because one thing's for sure, this isn't going away anytime soon.
Absolutely not. This is just the tip of the iceberg, and it's something that everyone, not just tech giants and world leaders, needs to be thinking about. Because at the end of the day, this is about the future of the internet and what role we want it to play in our lives. So, folks, as we sign off today, I'll leave you with this. Do your own research, think critically about the information you encounter online, and don't be afraid to ask tough questions. The future of the internet depends on it.